frozen and preserved at a cost of £40,000. "Read it!" Dr. Burman snapped, throwing the newspaper onto his wife's lap. "Perhaps you'll believe me, now a judge has ruled it's acceptable." Alisha picked up the newspaper, her fingers trembling, and read the article while he stood by waiting impatiently. She hated him when he was like this, all agitated. He scared her even more. "No, I'm sorry," she said, her voice slight. "You know my feelings. I think it's unnatural, macabre, and against the laws of God and nature."
"And where is your God now, you silly bitch?"
Amit demanded, his eyes blazing.
"I don't see him saving your life. Only doctors and advances in medicine can do that, and research is not progressing fast enough."
"But," she began, and had to stop as a coughing fit took hold. She picked up the glass of water she always kept within reach and took a few sips. Her hand shook.
"Don't you see? There's nothing else the doctors can do for you,"
Amit persisted, trying to lower his voice.
"You'd be making medical history, at the forefront of science. I'd do it, if it was me."
"This is not the answer," she said quietly, "and there is no proof it will work. I think that poor lad and his parents have had their hopes raised for nothing. It is immoral, all that money that could have been better spent. I would hate to think of being sealed in a metal drum rather than a piece in the earth. He won't even have a grave they can visit."
"No, because he won't be dead. You're not listening to me."
He thumped the coffee table hard, and her water slopped from its glass.
"He'll be in a state of suspended animation. Haven't you listened to a word I've said?"
"Amit," she said, already recoiling from the blow that was sure to follow if she crossed him. "I'm not doing it. I don't want to be frozen when I die. And you can't make me." But the look in his eye as he raised his fist said that he could and would, if necessary. Chapter 3. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Elect, the gateway to everlasting life. I'm Owen, your guide for the day. You all have your information packs? Good. Sit back and make yourselves comfortable. I'll start by saying a bit about our organization. Then we'll watch a short film of an operation in progress, followed by a tour of our facility. As Owen began his talk, Dr. Burman glanced around the room. There were 20 of them, seated in rows of matching leather armchairs in this small lecture room. Of different ages, ethnicity, male and female, but united in the belief that they or a family member could be preserved after death and brought back to continue their life. Some were clearly already ill. One woman had a portable oxygen tank hissing quietly by her side, while others, like him, were planning ahead. Here was the proof that old age and terminal illness needn't be the end, that science would allow them to return and continue where they'd left off. Amit couldn't understand why there weren't more here. 20 wasn't a huge number considering what was on offer. He was taking notes, as were some of the others, although he thought he probably knew more than most, from being a doctor and all the research he'd done. He probably knew as much as Owen, he thought smugly, who was, after all, only their rep and tour guide. Owen was winding up the introductory talk now, and about to start the film. The room fell silent as he pressed the remote control to dim the lights and moved away from the large wall-mounted screen. The film began with a smiling shot of the founder, welcoming them and explaining their mission statement. Then his voice continued on the voiceover as the film moved to the operating theatre. Amit sat upright in his chair and concentrated hard. It was just like any high-tech operating theatre, and he was used to that. A dozen gowned and gloved staff, doctors, nurses, technicians. But with one significant difference. The patient was already technically dead. As the surgeon cut into the patient's artery to drain the blood, the camera moved to a discreet angle to protect the squeamish. But Amit didn't mind blood.